Hey, I'm the Dr. Bob Lee from 107.5 WBLS. Welcome to Open. Hey, coming up on today's show, we'll hear from the founder of a nonprofit organization who utilizes his multi-platform media outlet to drive important humanitarian and environmental initiatives. And after that, we'll learn about an organization that is using the game of chess to help kids gain valuable skills that will last a lifetime. Then we'll sit down with an alternative hip-hop artist and songwriter who will shine his light on the latest project that he's working on right now. All of this and a whole lot more coming your way. So sit back, kick off your shoes, and relax your feet. Here we go. I'm the Dr. Bob Lee. Hey everybody, I'm the Doc Bob Lee from 107.5 WBLS. You're watching Open. It's a live interactive program that brings the Bronx and New York City straight to your TV set. You can stay connected to us through social media at BronxNet TV. Leading things off, our first guest is the founder of Good News Corporation, and he joins us to highlight how he has fueled his passion for environmental and humanitarian work and so much more. So please welcome to the show, Paul Slakis.
Thanks,
Paul.
Dr. Bob Lee. Hi,
Nice
how
to
are
see you, Paul.
Great seeing you always.
So what are we working on? I see you got the colorful heart behind you. You're in the office right now taking care of business.
I am. And working hard at this outreach that we've been doing actually for 23 years.
Mm-hmm.
The International Day of Peace and Earth Day events, in which we have taken over Times Square on April 22nd, Earth Day, Earth and Water Day is what we call it. And then on September 21st, will be happening 2025, is the International Day of Peace.
Yeah.
And so that's been our passion. I'm 50 years in the television production business and multicultural marketing and advertising. So it all leads up to doing good news and sharing the good in the world.
Yeah. Speaking of, good water and all those other things that you spoke about, there was I think there was something out the other day in the news about which boroughs had the worst water or who had the lead in their pipes.
Right.
I think it was Bronx and Queens who had the most lead in their pipes. So they urged everybody to run the water for a few minutes before they use it.
Yeah, that was. I just heard that the last couple of days. Another nonprofit came out and did a study in that regard about lead pipes.
Yes. So talk more about the passion that you have for humanitarian and environmental work.
Well, I think the good news here is that along with me is there are millions of people that are really looking at what would they call ESG by far. That's environmental social governance. That's the kind of the corporate term, sustainability, and it's become in the forefront of corporations, of conscious citizens on Mother Earth, based on our climatic conditions. So, if we talk about our desire to live a long time and not all be swimming here and there, we need to, pay attention to environmental changes that are occurring.
Yeah. Do you think there will be a big change with the new president coming in?
Well, there appears to be. Mother Earth has a mind of herself. Actually, no matter what we kind of do, but it's helpful to do things that don't make the Arctic dissolve, and these things can be recorded now, with new technologies. To answer, we'll see what happens. We have to pay attention. That's the bottom line. I mean, Earth is one point was all ice a few thousands of years ago. So we just need to have hope, confidence, and intelligence. We have more and more intelligence. We seem to want to get artificial intelligence now to
Yeah.
also use to deal with these kinds of things. But I think it still boils down to some of us human beings
Yeah.
taking a daily reduce, reuse, recycle way of life.
Yeah. So we have to pay attention because people pay attention to people who participate.
Yes, yes, they do. Okay.
Andy King once said that. What inspired you to start the Good News Corporation?
Well, I've always actually my mother was a librarian here in New York, Temple Emmanuel on Fifth Avenue over here,
Yeah.
and she gave me the Reverend Norman Vincent Peale's book, The Power of
Oh,
Positive
yeah.
Thinking. And so I've, I guess, all my life been that kind of guy, the president of class character, musician, wanting to focus on the positive, accentuate the positive, minimize the negative, hang out with people that were doing the right thing. And then I guess went to school, got a master's in communications, and realized that media, people believe what they watch, they believe what they read. So why don't we focus on the good that's happening in the world? And I believe in that. And so I am making TV shows, starting at CBS and then PBS, and been doing it for a long time. And media is powerful. People believe what they hear, what they see. So I thought, let's focus on the good then.
Yeah. There was a young man who started WBLS and Inner City Broadcasting Corporation along with Percy Sutton. His name was Hal Jackson, and I remember sitting in the studio with him, and he used to tap on the mic all the time. He says, "You know what this is?" And me, being young, I said, "Yeah, it's a microphone." But later on, you learn that it's the power to persuade and move people in a certain direction, and everybody's fighting over this microphone,
And it's the
trying to
opinion
get the
of
upper hand on the narrative.
there you go. And it's the opinion. I think what I learned, and I wouldn't have understood it unless I went to that type of a school.
Yeah.
It's the opinion of the management. It's my opinion on my Good News to
Yeah.
broadcast. It's the opinion of the New York Times of what they think. You need to be. I'm a believer in following your own heart, like
Yeah.
the heart behind me, and because that's what you really see rightly, at least for yourself.
What do you think about social media? People believe the clips that they see in social media instead of reading the whole story or understanding a whole story that a journalist had put together.
Well, I believe all media should have the Surgeon General's warning on it to begin with, that this is the opinion of the management. But it's so social media. Actually, I think all media has a responsibility not to promote not nice things, not to promote kids jumping on the top of a subway car to the next car,
Yeah.
and some of these things. I really think they should lose their license. In the CBS old days, there was this Federal Communications Commission that you petitioned to get a license, and you literally could lose your license.
Yeah.
There was some management oversight for the good of the people. I think social media needs that because they should not allow. I've done shows where people have unfortunately kill themselves, and because of being called fat or called gay or called whatever it was, um, in social media, it's so easy. You're not next to the person, you're not there, you can just
Yeah.
bombard them with sadness.
So you think social media needs to be controlled maybe by the Federal Communications Commission? Because sometimes it reminds you of the early days of radio or CB radio, where you got guys talking over the top of everybody. Hey, I don't care. And anything goes. You can say anything and do anything, and it's not really regulated or should it be regulated?
Well, I sort of feel that yes, I think it should be regulated. I guess that's a tough one. To say someone can't do certain things, but and who regulates it. It's not an easy scenario, and or there should be every half an hour. This could be dangerous for your life.
Yeah.
There needs to be some supervision, some outreach that the people who see those kinds of things put it into perspective.
Well, then we have you, Paul. You have the multimedia good news broadcast. Tell us about it.
Well, we do these events. We have a broadcast we started in 1998,
Yeah.
July 4th, called Good News Broadcast. I trademarked the happy face with arms and legs. And we are started on YouTube back in '98, and we have over 6,500 shows on there of people doing good, including Dr. Bob Lee, and who has also been in our Peace Day events. I'd like to make sure I mention that
Yeah.
because you shared a piece of very, I'd say, serious importance with regard to 9/11. You might remember you had those young girls talking about um, uh, the effect of 9/11 on them, right, Bob? That
Yes.
show that you did,
Yes.
that
And
was one powerful commentary
yeah,
there.
they just wanted to. Uh, they were talking about that they were afraid, if I can remember, and they were talking about that they wanted the bad people to stop doing what they were doing, and they were young kids. They were about 4, 5, 6 years old. They must be like maybe 35 right about now, close to 30. And they were saying, I want the bad people to stop doing what they're doing because I want to grow up to live to be somebody. And it was like very touching, and a lot of people cried,
Yes,
behind that. Yeah,
we put it right in our Peace Day shows
yeah,
because
yeah,
they're our future, and those kinds of fearful scenarios are damaging to our health, let's say, and our
yeah.
futures.
So that's still going on. People can, a lot of those pieces are archived in your programs, right? People can go and
Yeah,
check it out.
right.
What do
Yeah.
they have to do?
Well, you can go to the YouTube and search it, or you can go to goodnewsplanet.tv and search Bob Lee. Hopefully, it's still there. And and then we have our Peace Day shows that are on our pausetheworldforpeace.org. Um, but this is, I will also like to add, just because last week was in the Bronx and St. Mary's Park for an environmental outreach that the city of New York is doing with the New York Parks, Heather LeBeau, and Commissioner of the Parks, Ann Donahue, in the Conservancy, Nature Conservancy, and the
Yeah,
city administration, wanting to get 30% of New York City with trees and canopy. There's so many people doing. I tell people I'm stressed out from the good news. Bob, your show is a good news show. You're
yeah,
going to have those young gentlemen that are going into schools with teaching young people how to play chess and other things that you do every week. You're a good news broadcaster. Bottom line.
yeah. Well, that was one of the reasons why they gave us permission and a plaque to put in our window to visit schools throughout the tri-state area. That was from the Board of Education back then. Now it's called the Department of Education. I think school safety was a major part of it too, because we didn't go there to talk about the violence or the bricks falling from the building, the construction. We went there to talk about the wonderful things that our children were doing and what they were learning and what they wanted to do when they graduated, things of that nature. Because if a youngster can tell you what they want to do when they graduate, 9 times out of 10, it would help. They would follow that dream. And they come back years later and say, hey, Bob, I remember you came to my school and we were talking about such and such. And remember, and they have a briefcase and a suit and tie and everything. I work down on Wall Street right now. I said I was going to become a Wall Street investor or whatever. And here I am. I'm doing it. And he was in elementary school or junior high school at the time. So I like the good news. So I'm following you.
Well, I'm following you. It's a, inspirational. You know, you hang out with positive people, you're having a good time. You
Yeah.
know, you're a believer in the world. You know, if you want to go with all the downers, we know they're there,
Yeah.
but the, I'm a believer that it's the bad apple in the big bushel,
Yeah.
and but there's a lot of more apples in that bushel than that one, bully.
Yeah.
Let's call him. And
Paul, when
but
did you start the tree planting thing at St. Mary's Park? And then you do it, I think you do it somewhere else also.
Well, no, no. So what? There's a whole group, 150 organizations, the city outreach, Mayor Adams and his administration. They passed some new laws requesting more trees in the city here. So that's been around. I think that she said 1 million trees. Did that's and the commissioner Donahue. And Heather LeBov was talking, and all these groups, and Dave Banks at the Conservancy, they were all talking about what's going on now and how to continue going on. It was pouring out at the park. That was the original home of the summer stage.
Yeah.
Up there, that amphitheater over there, and that was the estate of the guy who Bronx, who's the Bronx is named after.
Yeah, that's right.
What a gorgeous. So this has been a Bronx week, and my dad's from the Grand Concourse. Okay, so I'm a Bronxy.
Yeah. All right. So, what are you doing for the 2025 Earth and Peace Day? Any plans yet? Are you working on it?
Yeah. We have Times Square, Father Duffy Square, and we're hoping to have more of the area in Times Square to make it green. So our big pursuit right now is looking for donors, sponsored people that believe in the environmental concern and interest and want to promote that, and to take over Times Square and make it green forever, meaning put trees there, then have oversight because you need to take care of trees, care for the trees, and our evergreens. And so when we do a 7-hour live worldwide TV broadcast on April 25th, and we could use volunteers and people in all walks of life and business and personally to help us make that happen. So that's our focus. And then the International Day of Peace, September 21st, with 193 countries in the UN agreed to.
Well, you got to come back again and do it. They're going to give me 30 seconds. Any last words? And within those last words, please tell us where we can reach you and follow you.
Okay, you can call me directly, 212-647-1212. You can go to paul.sladkus, SLADKUS1 @gmail.com. And pausetheworldforpeace.org is our nonprofit our Go to Good News broadcast on YouTube or goodnewsplanet.tv. Bob, always a big honor to get a chance to be with you. Thank you.
We love you, Paul. Thank you so much, man.
Love you too, brother.
All right.
Thank you.
Paul Sladkus founded Good News Corporation, and he always has a seat at the table, so we'll welcome him back. We'll take a quick break right here. I'll come back and give you some more. We're open. Here we go.
Hey, creative family, my name is Timothy Coleman, and I'm the Director of Education here at BronxNet. And I'm standing in BronxNet's Media and Technology Studios in the South Bronx. because I want to let you know about an amazing program that we're bringing back that highlights the creativity of community members just like you. Emerging Media Makers is a show that introduces you to BronxNet's certified producers. They've taken a step in their creative journey by enrolling in BronxNet's media training classes. On this show, you'll get to see the many ways that our certified producers have created a space that's all their own. Emerging Media Makers, your passion lives here.
And there you go. Welcome back. Welcome back. Our next guests are the co-founders of Project Pawn, and they join us to highlight how they are using the game of chess to help kids gain valuable skills that will last a lifetime, empowering students one community at a time. Please welcome to the show Abdul Sulaiman and, well, he's the junior, and Chris Johnson, the basketball player.
Hey,
How you guys doing,
thanks for having
man?
us. How you doing?
Good, good. I was talking to Chris Sulaiman. I was talking to Chris earlier, and he was telling us about this young kid that you guys you brought along, and now he's like a chess master.
Yeah, he's a grandmaster. Actually.
Grandmaster.
Grandmaster. Yeah, grandmaster.
Grandmaster cuts faster. But in chess, how do you get to that point?
So in chess, in order to get to grandmaster level, you have to get rated first, and your rating has to go above 2,500. Then you have to get what are called norms. So you have to play in specific tournaments where there are other grandmasters playing. You play 9 rounds, and based on your performance there, you can get the norm. Once you get 3 of those norms and get your rating above 2,500, then you're a grandmaster.
There you go. How did you guys get involved in this? How did you start playing chess?
Well, my story was I was in first kindergarten actually, and I wanted to join the team, and they kept telling me no, too young, too young, too young. But the reason why I wanted to join the team was because they were traveling to North Carolina for nationals, and I thought it'd be cool to fly in a plane and stay in a hotel, all that kind of stuff.
At
And
that
then,
age, you were thinking about that?
yeah,
Whoa, all
yeah,
right.
because everyone was so excited. I mean, they were talking about it was a big buzz around the school.
Yeah.
And then when I got to first grade, my coach, Miss Easton, she actually came and got me from class, and I was able to join the team. So that's how I got started with chess.
Beautiful. Sulaiman, how about you?
Similar to Chris, a little later though, around 5th or 6th grade. I was mainly focused on sports, but I saw Chris was traveling a lot. I saw the chess team was doing a lot of things outside of our community, and that was intriguing. It was intriguing to see people get out, experience new things. So that was my draw. I learned how to play, and I joined the team from there.
Abdul, I remember when you first showed an interest in wanting to start something like that, like a nonprofit. You were working at WBLS.
Yes.
You were doing a lot of things there, and you said, "Hey, Bob, I want to do this chess thing." And I know we went to one of the locations where you started it, right? Was that
Right.
the location where you started, or you did something before that?
We did something before that, but that was a location where you came to PS 55, awesome school. So, and that's one of the flagship locations actually. But
Yeah.
that dating back to our BLS days, it's a young kid fresh out of college, just wanting to do something to impact the community, and just grateful for that family, that BLS family, to help me nurture those thoughts, help me help with that influence. Deja and Hezekiah Walker and Dion, just all of those people that and DJ Enough that just wanted to jump on and help us bring Project Pawn to life in the community.
That's beautiful. Now, when you started out, you just had a few things in line, but now, Chris, talk about some of the things that you have added on since then.
Well, since then we have about 40 schools throughout the city, all 5 boroughs. We actually just got a new school in Boston, so we're expanding out there. And we just recently opened our chess center in Soundview. I'll talk a little bit more about that in a second, but we're going to be having after-school programming, tournaments, help with homework. We do have a big event coming up on the 14th, of December. And yeah, Abdul could tell you the rest.
So what's happening December 14th, Abdul?
On a day of giving. So today we're just going to give back to the community.
Yeah.
Free chess lessons, book bag drive, coat drive, food drive, haircuts, anything that we can do to help the families during toy drive. Sorry, anything we can help the families during the holiday season. But the center is definitely a flagship. It is a safe haven for the community. It's a safe haven for kids that just want to come play chess or do something productive, and also adults that just need something to do and want to grow. It's a place for that as well.
Are you funded properly, or you want to reach out to people to help you fund it a little bit better?
Yeah, right now we're privately funded, and we do eventually we'll love some sponsors and donors for it as it grows.
All right, well, here we go. So I'm going to give you that camera right there. You guys can take your turns and just ask for what you need. Seek
We
and you
just
shall
ask for
find.
presents. You guys just show up. Just come show up and see what we're doing. We're doing incredible things. Chess is one of those things that can help you grow in so many areas in life. And we're starting with our kids. We're starting with our youth. The youth is so important. So to teach them early these life skills that they can take on to life, to adulthood, it's a beautiful thing to see. So just come by, check it out. And if it's an initiative that you feel like you support and you want to be a part of, then we'll gladly partner with you.
Chris, you want to follow that?
Yeah, just to echo everything that he said, and this is a dream of ours. We talked about the center 10 years ago, 11 years ago when we started the program. So to see this become a reality now is amazing. And we just want to expand the program to as many kids as possible.
Yeah.
We've taught thousands of kids at the moment already, and we're trying to double, triple, quadruple that number soon.
Did you guys ever play one another?
Yeah.
We won't talk about that. We won't do that.
all the time, or what?
When we have time to. Yeah.
Does it take a long time?
No. So the beauty of chess is you can play an extended game that's unlimited, or you can play a blitz game, which is 5 minutes on a timer, 10 minutes on a timer. So it really depends on what type of competitive mindset you're in at the time. So we usually do 10-minute games because it doesn't take that long.
You guys take turns winning?
Yes, I let Chris beat me a lot, just to help his confidence and things like that.
That's one way of putting it.
But you make it fun because you got to be. It's like the salesman that has to wear the shoes that he sells. I mean, you got to be in it to do the things that you need to help teach others. Now, if somebody wants to get involved, they never played chess and they think chess is checkers, what do you tell them?
It's far from that.
I get a little offended when they compare chess to checkers. It's two different games.
Yes.
Yeah, both take thinking, but chess is just on a whole nother level. It's something that can't be solved. It's a game that cannot be solved at all. So it's evolving, between the openings, between the mid games and the end games. It really depends on the player, their mind, and how they see the board, and that's the incredible thing about it.
Yeah, and with checkers, I believe if you study checkers enough, you can't lose. Like there's a way to win every time, and in chess, it's just not possible.
Yeah, and do you see things a certain way? I mean, you live your life playing chess, but do you see your life in like angles and different things when you're doing life?
I believe so. I believe that what chess does for the brain is it expands it to thinking several moves ahead. So if you have opposition, if you have something that you're trying to accomplish, you're going to think about all those possible things, possible ways to get there. But then you're also going to calculate the opposition because it's not going to be a smooth path. Yeah. And when you play chess, that's really your objective is to checkmate your opponent's king. But within your plan, your opponent is going to throw obstacles, it's going to throw pressure, all kind of things towards you. So your goal is to navigate through that while still achieving your objective. And in life, that's just
life,
life.
Right? That's life.
We troubleshoot every day. We try to figure things out every day. And then we just try to make it to the end of the day and go, okay, I hit my goals, or I did whatever I did, or I got that job, or I finished that degree, or whatever it is you want. So that's the beauty of chess. You subconsciously practice it all the time.
Yeah.
Those skills.
Life is a game of chess.
Right. Mm-hmm. And I think the other thing about chess too is self-regulation, especially playing in tournaments. Like when you win a game, you're riding on this high horse and you think you'll never lose again. And then when you do lose, then it's crushing, right? And On the opposite of that, when you lose a game, sometimes you feel like you'll never win again, and then you do, and your confidence is built back up. And the same thing in life. You take your chances, you take shots, and win, lose, or draw, you can still continue to self-regulate and keep moving forward, because playing chess, you have to have that kind of mentality.
Yeah, we fall down, but we get up. So it keeps you looking forward to the next game. Now, I heard that you guys were hitting home runs with the New York Yankees.
Yes. Shouts out to the New York Yankees. We fell short this year. I'm saying we because they're family now. We fell short this year in the World Series, but they are an incredible organization that really pours back into our borough, and we partnered with them this year to start the first ever Project Pawn Bronx BX Invitational. And next year, we're going to bring it back bigger and stronger, and just that impact for our students to be able to play in Yankee Stadium, experience Yankee Stadium. Compete against other schools and districts in the Bronx. It's just an incredible thing. It just shows so much community and family,
beautiful,
and purpose. So shouts out to the Yankees.
Yeah. Now, who are some of the other partners that you guys partner with?
We partner with districts, churches. We partner with community organizations. A lot of CBOs as well that partner with schools. And we've worked with the Boys and Girls Club. We've worked with MS Communications. We've worked with countless partners, but we are entertaining more of the realms of sports, and also just the arts, because the sports and the arts go hand in hand with chess as well. And we realize that's what our kids are really, really into. So we're connecting those parallels to make it happen.
Yeah.
That is the beautiful thing about chess too. Like, it just connects everything: age, time, occupation. Any and everyone can benefit from the game of chess.
You guys are playing chess right now as we speak. You know how I know? Because you're tag teaming off of one. Well, we're all playing, I guess. He goes, you go, you go, he goes.
For a while now,
so my move. I got the next move. That's good.
Yeah, it's great. Chris and I, we've been friends for a very, very long time, and we both understand the importance of it. We both do see chess from two different lenses, which is great. Chris sees it from the competitive side. He can speak on him wanting to be probably the best player in the Bronx or in the nation. I never wanted that for myself when it came to chess. I just wanted to learn more. It just intrigued me about the game and just how it stimulated my mind. And then, when you put those two together, I connect chess and sports because I play basketball. So when you have that perspective, it's a great way to build a mentorship program to help kids.
And what do you have to do in order to train? You play basketball, you train in one way physically, but you're really training mentally also. So what do you have to do to train in chess? Just continue playing, repetition.
Yeah, repetition is what it is. All pattern recognition. So if I wanted you to understand a specific pattern in chess, I would just show you that same pattern in different scenarios over and over and over, until the point where you can just see it immediately. And then once that's done, move on to the next pattern. And so you're looking at the position, and you're just really recalling your training, other positions you've seen similar to that. And then it kind of helps you navigate the position and know what moves to make. So it's just a lot of pattern recognition, looking at old games where someone made a really nice move, and it really changed the course of chess. Sometimes chess goes through these moments of, are we going to be heavily attacking players, or are we going to be very positional? And it really goes in tune with the world too. What's going on in the world kind of goes into chess.
Yeah.
But a lot of the training is just pattern recognition, looking at old games. What did the world champion do in their last game? Oh, move 15 is a little bit different in this game from the other games we've seen. Let's explore move 15 now and change that and go from there. So it's a lot of just shifting with the tide, but also understanding patterns.
When you play somebody that doesn't know who you guys are, can you tell right away that the guy or the person is not, up to par, or the person is good?
You could
just by the first few moves.
Yeah, you can typically tell. Like, sometimes by setting up the board, I can tell. Right?
Really?
Yeah, it just depending on, like, if you play a lot of chess, you set up the board a certain speed, a certain way. And when you're looking for where this piece goes, where that piece goes, when you're trying to remember how to set it up, that lets me know. And sometimes within the first 5 or 6 moves. Sometimes move one, but sometimes by like 5 or 6 moves, you know if you're in for a fight or not.
What was the quickest checkmate you ever did?
4 moves. There's a 2-move one, but for me, my earliest was 4
Abdul,
moves.
he'll probably get me like that. Oh man, all I did was move the
I'm
pawn
gonna
out
teach you
there.
that one. I'm gonna teach you that one so you don't get caught slipping out here. I got you. Bro. I'll teach you that one.
I just moved the pawn and that's it, and I'm in checkmate.
But to add on to the competitive side of it, you know, as you grow, as you elevate in chess, you're playing certain opponents, you're playing certain people, and it's just like any other sport. You're going to study your opponent, you're going to study their weaknesses, you're going to study their strengths, you're going to study them, and you're going to figure out a way to beat them. So the cool thing about chess is, you know, once you get to a certain level, then you know, all right, these are the who's who's, and I want to beat them. So let me watch their games, let me study their games, let me study them. The same way any athlete is just trying to pick apart their opponent. It's pretty cool to see. Yeah.
Well, it's like a boxing match. You get a chance to see your opponent before they get there. You can see them on video and check out the moves that they did.
Absolutely.
Because it's documented also, the moves that they did to get where they wanted to go. Wow. Any main competitions coming up that we can watch on TV or come and watch at the schools or any way that you guys are doing it?
I mean, on the world stage, there's the World Championship match is coming up, I believe, early December. But from what we have, it's not really televised, but we can show games and whatnot. Sometimes we put it on our social media. But on the world stage, again, the World Championship is coming up. That's the biggest event, of course, of the year.
Well, when you guys have one and you put it on social media, let us know so we can help promote it, let everybody know so you can get people checking it out. All right?
Absolutely.
Where can we follow you guys? Social media, website?
Yeah, Project Pawn NYC. That is on Facebook. That is on Instagram. And we also have Project Pawn Learning Center, the Instagram for the Learning Center. So we'll find everything there, pictures, updated events. Our website is projectpawngroup.com. That gives more of a general basis for you to sign up for partnerships and things like that. But so that's how you can check us out.
There you go. Abdul Sulaiman Jr., co-founder Project Pawn, and Chris Johnson, the basketball player and chess player, co-founder Project Pawn. Thank you guys so much.
All right.
Thank you.
Appreciate you, Dr. Bob.
And come back again, all right?
All right.
You got it. Nice to see you, my bro.
Likewise, brother.
Oh, you got it. All right, we'll take a quick break. I've got more. It's all coming your way next on Open.
What's up, creative family? Discover your voice with BronxNet Community Media classes. Are you ready to bring your ideas to life? At BronxNet, we offer television production classes for community members ages 18 and over, empowering you to share your vision with the world. Get certified in field production, in-studio production, and our new exciting addition, podcast production. Once certified, you can create your own show to air on one of our 6 TV channels. It all starts with our free Unleash Your Ideas Masterclass, designed to help you plan your show idea and set you up for success on your production journey. This class is offered at the beginning of each month for your convenience. Our dedicated BronxNet team is here to support, encourage, and uplift you every step of the way. Join us and become a part of the creative force that engages and inspires the Bronx community and beyond. Sign up today and start your media journey with BronxNet. Visit bronxnet.org/education to learn more and register. Let's create something amazing together.
Yeah, did you like that? The smog monster catches the smog with a left hook. The bus catches him with a left hook.
We gotta take public transportation.
Yeah, there you go. Big up Local 100, the crew. Hey, welcome back. Our next guest is an alternative hip-hop and R&B artist, and he joins us to speak about how he got his start in music and highlight his latest project and so much more. He's here with us today. He's right in the seat right now. He's throwing lefts and rights. He's taking care of business out there. There he is. It's a big right hand. Taylor Ricardo's in the house. Welcome, man.
How y'all doing, man? Thank you for having me, man.
Hey, man.
Appreciate
Always
you.
a pleasure. So tell us, you know, a lot of people have that story of how they wanted to get involved in the music business, how they started and who they were looking up to and all of that stuff. How did it work for you?
So for me, it was my father. My father is a songwriter. He's an instrumentalist. He plays piano, he plays guitar, he plays the drums. And I just came up in a house full of music makers, you know. My cousins were also involved in music, so I watched it from a very, very young age growing up, you know. And I was just inspired. Like, they're all behind the technical support part, and they're all, like, talented. They can sing and
that's a big part of it right there when you get the technical support.
Yeah, I got to see them build studios with wiring and everything back in, like, you know, the 90s, like, you know, so it was beautiful.
I came along with Marley Marl.
Okay,
a fantastic
I know Marley
producer.
Marl.
Yeah, he was one of my DJs back in the day, but he was gravitating more toward the engineering part. So
I ain't gonna lie, that's the fun part. That's where I started.
Yeah.
So when I actually started making music, I was just an engineer. I used to record people and mix their vocals and edit their vocals before I was ever an artist.
But you were recording on some up-to-date recording stuff at the time.
Not when I very, very, very first started. The first time I ever recorded a song, I used my dad's tape recorder.
Reel-to-reel?
The tape recorder.
Oh, really?
Yeah. And we just played the music in the background and rapped over it. That was the very first time I recorded.
Yeah. So your parents were inspirational in your life, but who were some of the recording artists that you looked up to?
I love Michael Jackson, man. Michael Jackson is like, you know, he's top notch. Nothing is greater than Mike. I grew up watching Mike, loving Mike. Mike is inspiring. So
the dancing and
that's
everything.
The first artist I fell in love with that made me feel like I just love music. Like, Michael Jackson is phenomenal.
And then, so how did you get involved in the genre of hip hop?
My father was he's a rapper, and he was incredible. He was extremely incredible. I used to feel like my dad should have been famous, you know, before I was born. And like
he was rapping before it hit radio, right?
Yeah, he inspired me with that a lot. So I think that's how I started rapping. But then he heard me sing and was like, yo, you need to sing. You need to sing. You have a beautiful voice. You should sing. And he's my main inspiration. You know what I mean?
Do you can you spit 16 of your father's rap and 16 of yours?
Right now, of
check
course.
Out the difference.
Let's see. My dad, racks on racks on racks on racks, stacked high as mountain in Tibet. Hey, it's more room over there. Just put that sack there over there. I need a bigger money clip from clowning like I want a trip. Oh, done a ripping, just got free. Snatched them in a suite. Make my cake from 8 to 3. He says, so if I plan on getting yours, you better get it before I creep. I got knockout artists on my friends list, and you kids are just pretenders. Please extend a courtesy of all of those that's in here. I want all the grams that I could pin up, plus a little pretty pin up, licking my antenna, trying to get to the center. It go, you be in a runner, I be in a different venue every weekend in the middle of some stuff with my people. You know,
I get it.
That's my dad.
You beeped out your own.
I try my best. I'm sorry, I missed a few, but I tried my
it's good. It's good.
My dad's incredible though.
And then
that was him.
16 of yours would sound like what?
16 of mine would sound like I think woke up in Miami last night. I had a foreign girl pose in my t-shirt and her panties last night, and I pulled up and Corley pulled shorty in the Bentley at the light. And his models, Prada, I just smiled and hollered, you could tempt me if you like. I have a never-ending appetite. I'll take your girl to get a bite. Speeding tickets. My life is overpriced.
This is not the one that you're going to do later on, right?
Nah, no, I'm going to sing a little bit. Yeah, I'm not going to do that.
That's good. That's good.
Yeah, just
and you have all this. You're a writer. So
I'm a
you
writer.
Put all this down on paper.
Yeah, I have stacks, like crazy stacks of paper.
And you can have stacks of paper.
I like that. Yeah, we're going to double that up. We double entendres right there.
You do want to
You spit bars?
I did. Because I'm Bob Lee. As you can see, nobody rocks this joint like me. It's the feeling that I get when I'm on the go. I'll talk more on your radio.
Bob Lee, man. I'm going to download Bob Lee track when he drop it. I'm going to have him on my next project.
But you should do one on stacks.
On stacks, yeah, I like
Yeah.
that. On paper, I like that.
Yeah.
I hope it all does turn into money because it's like it's so much.
Man,
I
paper
wrote so
on
much.
paper.
I've written over
When I
like
write my stuff, I got it on paper.
I've written over
to
like
make my
4,000
paper.
songs.
Wow.
Yeah, I haven't recorded them all.
Yeah,
And a lot of my music I make come from
And you
I
Yeah.
freestyle. I don't even write anymore.
see, and then now you just put out an amazing project called
Two-Face Taylor. Two-Face Taylor. Yes,
Talk
indeed.
about it.
Two-Face Taylor is a very emotional project. It's extremely deep. It's Two-Face Taylor because it's two sides of my personality. There's an aggressive rap side, but there's a softer singing side too. So, you know, I show you my vulnerabilities as much as I show you my pain
There's
and
a
my
piece
struggle.
of it right there.
Oh, that is a piece of it. Look at him. Hey, boy, you go, boy. You're on TV.
Yeah.
Hey, that's 10 Toes. So that one's a little more aggressive. You know, that one's a little more aggressive.
Beautiful.
And I have, you know, much softer art on there too. So, you know, because I'm vulnerable and I'm tough.
Hey, it's a beautiful thing.
You know, yeah.
What inspired you? What was the inspiration behind that?
Life, just experience, you know, just going through things with different people, relationships, friendships, all of that inspired me. You know, it made me feel emotionally charged, and I think that's where music should come from. It should be emotionally charged. It should be released from an emotional place because that's when the listener can connect with it the most because you feel what you're talking about, you know?
Yeah.
It's not just words. You're not just blabbering nonsense. It's like, okay, you really went through that. I can feel that you went through
I know
that.
there's this guy that says, no space music.
What is that? What's space music?
Well, you know, people that just get out
Just
there. and
space out?
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't space out.
That's one of the DJs that we know. No
Okay.
space. Give me
Yeah,
the
no
real
space
stuff.
music.
So you did some collabs.
I did some nice collab. You know what's crazy? My first major collab was from one of New York's very own, Jadakiss.
Oh, okay.
Shout out to Jadakiss. Thank you very much. He gave me my first opportunity in music, period.
Yeah,
You know,
yeah.
He saw me, he heard me, and was like, I went to the studio out here. I came out here a while ago, a few years ago.
From where?
From Louisiana. I'm from Baton Rouge, Louisiana, by the way.
right.
I'm sorry. Yeah, so I came up here to work with him and work with other artists up here. And like, we went into the studio. We were in Yonkers, I believe. Nice place. Very hospitable when he came.
Jay
and
hooked you up.
Yeah, he hooked me up. He was real nice. He was very kind, very kind gentleman. He put on a beat. I liked the beat. A lot of people were supposed to write to it, but I wrote to it the fastest, and I presented what I had, and he was like,
I got that. I'll take that.
Just me and him. He was like, look, you guys sit this one out. Just me and him gonna do this. We did that. He put it on his album, and I'm forever indebted and grateful to him. You know, 'cause
Beautiful.
He gave me
That's how it works,
great
though.
opportunity. Yeah,
That's
it was
how it
natural. It
works.
was organic.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was.
And
real.
then how about this brother here?
What was that? Oh, Mr. Jim Jones. Oh yeah, okay. So I got a single out right now with Jim Jones called Two Turn. And yeah, shout out Jimmy too. He has helped me a lot on my return to New York. Yes, indeed. That's my guy, man. He's helped me a lot on my return to New York. Like, brought me places, introduced me to people, brought me on shows and on stage with him, and just he's a very, very hard-working man, and he inspired me a lot these days because I don't know, he worked harder than some young cats, you know.
Yeah, he stays in the studio.
He stays doing something. It's not just studio, you know. It's not all studio, but he stays doing something productive. Whether it's interviews or podcasts or creating a movie or creating short form film or content or performing or recording, he is just consistently busy. He does not let himself become idle. Only time I see him idle is when he's writing a verse. He sits still. It's like the universe is still.
Yeah.
Right then and there.
You gotta feel it. You gotta come to you.
He meditate. He really
be in
meditate
it.
on his
You
words.
gotta
I
be in
like
you.
that. That's the only time I see him sit still.
Yeah. Did you just sign with him? You
Did I sign with him? No, I haven't. I haven't signed with him. I'm unsigned right now. I'm with an independent label called.
Yo, he's unsigned. Everybody, come on, let's go. Let's get him.
I'm with an independent label and partner called Society, the label. They've helped me. They've managed me, and no, I'm indie. I haven't signed with anyone major yet. So, but it's working. It's working.
Come at you.
Yeah, they definitely gonna come. They definitely gonna come.
And you're gonna get those stacks.
We gonna see. We gonna talk. It gotta be the right situation for me. It has to be what God has ordained for me. You know.
Who are some of the people that are working with you right now that are helping you along the way?
So I'm working with a beautiful manager named Damaris Valerio. She's brought me out here. I met her in Miami at a Grant Cardone seminar, and Shout out to Lady Boss, man. She's just.
Is she in the studio?
Yeah, she's in the studio, but I don't think she want to
there
be on
she
camera.
goes.
I don't think she want to be on camera right now. But nah, she's done a lot for me. She introduced me to Jimmy, so they're like lifelong friends.
Yeah.
And when he met me through her, he let her know immediately, like, yo, you have a star on your hands.
Yeah.
So.
She seems to be like a beautiful person.
Yeah, nah,
Just
she's a
nice
great
and
person.
mellow, and you know. but
Watching Power Hour. It's recorded on Thursdays, but I believe it drops on Mondays. That is her podcast.
Oh, really?
She has a podcast where she empowers artists and, you know, just people who've been in difficult situations and have struggled, and she gets their story. She goes with them and documents their life from their neighborhoods to their businesses, what they're doing now. So, yeah, she's just a very motivational person. Like,
Yeah, and you learn a lot from that.
I learned a lot from her. You know?
Beautiful.
Yes,
What's next for you?
I'm dropping singles for the rest of this year. I have another project coming out at the beginning of the year. And I have some incredible features that you guys should all be hearing and seeing really soon. I don't want to, you know, throw all my business out. I
No,
don't
I
like
get
to
it.
name
I get
drop. I just would like if everybody just tap in and just, you know, like, okay, I see little gems of what he was talking about, but work, you know, consistency, work, productivity. Stay creative, you know. Keep the momentum.
What do you tell other people who want to get involved in this business? Because it can be a tough business. You got to learn the business before you get involved.
I would tell anyone with that right there. Learn the business. You know, don't just be a creative and just create art. Learn the business behind the art that you create so that you can know how to manage yourself, because you don't want to be taken fast. You'll be taken fast if you just relax on this one thing and you're naive to everything else that goes behind it and into it.
Yeah.
And truly invest in yourself and take your craft serious. You know, if you're an artist and you're in front of the public eye, make sure that your appearance is taken care of. You know, make sure you present yourself properly. You don't want to, you know, it's easy to show up and just show up looking like anything. But, you know, your presentation is everything.
It's everything.
It's everything.
And you may get excited by saying, hey, somebody wants to sign me. I'm signing with such and such.
Yeah.
I'm signing with that.
But slow it down.
Yeah.
Do your homework.
But you don't really know what you're signing.
Yeah.
Because
do your homework.
You don't know if you're going to get a crazy contract that's going to lock you in for a long time.
I'm very big on this too. I read. I like to read. So read books. A very good book to read is Think and Grow Rich by Napoleon Hill.
Yeah.
It's an amazing book. So if you're an artist, you should read that book. If you're an entrepreneur, you should read that book. And you should follow the instructions of that book, because they're very key to being successful and being a successful person, you know. It teaches you how to plan and how to recognize things that you've planned so you know what's for you.
All right. You ready to do some work for us?
Yeah, I'm ready to get it popping.
All right. Let me see. What we'll do, we're going to set some stuff up. Let's take a quick break right here, and we'll come back over there and boom, boom, take care of business. Just like that. Bam.
Thank you.
All right. Live on the set, kicking it with Taylor Ricard. He walks the walk, talks the talk. He's a songwriter, singer, rapper. He does his thing, and he's going to let her talk the talk.
I'm going to let her talk.
You let her talk. Here we go. Taylor Ricard, ladies and gentlemen. We kick it live like this.
Thought I was better off. Shouldn't have cut off, I should have let her talk. I should have let her say what's in her heart. I shouldn't have been a fool and made it hard. I should have gave her the time she needed to treat her like a priority. You out of my reach like a meteorite. You're too far from me. Religious feast, girl, you preach and couldn't get across to me. I'm broken, but it's costing you. Don't know what to say when I talk to you. And I've been through trauma from my mama, father, cousin, uncle too. That's why I'm hard on people I love. Don't know how to comfort you. I don't know what I'm turning to. Don't ever wanna turn on you. Not with everything that you've been through. Your life's like a Rubik's Cube. You've been betrayed by ones you love to burn. Like, baby, you seen enough. Fighting with your nigga over these other and they teaming up. It's been a few months, he's feeling resentful, say he cleaning up. Sold you a whole bunch of dreams, now you're waking up. Now you woke as fuck. Now you're waking up. Now you're woken as fuck. I should've gave her the time she needed to just treated it like a priority. You out of my reach like a meteorite. You're too far from me. Religious feast, girl, you preach and couldn't get across to me. I'm broken, but it's costing you. Don't know what to say when I talk to you. And I've been through trauma from my mama, father, cousin, uncle too. That's why I'm hard on people I love. Don't know how to comfort you. I don't know what I'm turning to. Don't ever wanna turn on you. Not with everything that you've been through. Your life's like a Rubik's Cube. You've been crossed by everybody you love, and you had enough. And it always end up as they lost, and it add up. And you boss up and it get better and better, better and better and better. Thought I was better off. Shouldn't have cut off. I should have let her talk. I should have let her say what's in her heart. I shouldn't have been a fool and made it hard.
In the background, right?
Hey, he'd have been my dancer. He got all the energy.
Taylor Ricard. Oh, you didn't know? Taylor Ricard.
Taylor Ricard. Oh, yeah. Yo, guys can find me on TikTok at Taylor Ricard, YouTube at Taylor Ricard. That's Ricard. And on Instagram is Taylor Ricard XO.
Yeah.
Thank you for having me, man. I appreciate you.
It's available now.
It's available now, right now, on all DSPs. That's Spotify, Apple Music, everything. You feel me? So go check that out. Let me know what you think.
Yo, that was dope.
Thank you, man.
Thank you for all you do.
Thank you for having me.
And good luck with everything.
Let's finish talking.
You gonna do the stacks?
We finna go finish. Me and him finna go finish talking. We got some stories to tell me. So
yeah.
Thank y'all.
You gonna do the stacks?
I'm gonna do the stacks.
You gonna do the stacks.
We need
all
the stacks.
Unfortunately, that's all the time we have for today's show. I want to thank you all guests for joining us and you all viewers for tuning in and checking it all out. You can keep following us on BronxNet TV for continued coverage. And thank you for letting us share in this space and time with you. Join our hosts, Kibit Arlene, Darren Jaime, and Rena Valentine on Tuesday, Wednesdays, and Fridays for all new episodes of Open. Always remember this, what you are is God's gift to you. What you make of yourself is your gift to God. So choose your choice and let your choice control the chooser. I'm the DOCTORBOBLEE, hanging out with Taylor. Hey. Yeah, Ricard, you don't know?
Hey, yes,
here we go.
Thank you.
I'll catch you another day, another way, and I'll see you over 107.5 WBLS. I love you all. Peace.
And couldn't get across to me. I'm broken, but it's costing you. Don't know what to say when I talk to you. And I've been through trauma from my mama, father, cousin, uncle too. That's why I'm hard on people I love. Don't know how to comfort you. I don't know what I'm turning to. Don't ever wanna turn on you. Not with everything that you've been through. Your life's like a Rubik's Cube. You've been betrayed by ones you love to burn. Baby, you seen enough. Fighting with your nigga over these other and they teaming up. It's been a few months, he's feeling resentful, say he cleaning up. Sold you a whole bunch of dreams, now you're waking up. Now your work is full.